Let's get started. We'll need expression braiding here, blue magic grease, black castor oil, and today we are doing small knotless braids. Right now I am just prepping the hair. I'm cutting the hair into 3 sections and I am just feathering the hair, basically teasing the ends so that the braiding hair will be nice and thin once we do the box braid, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and brush the braiding hair with my brush and just make sure it's nice and neat. You can go ahead and use a pre-stretched braiding hair if you don't want to do this process, okay? So I added some more blue magic grease to the hair just to make it nice and silky. And so I am using about this size of hair for the small knotless braids. My model today has 4C hair and I am basically applying the black castor oil to her hair, and we're going to do small size with box parts. Sorry guys. So I'm just applying shining jam to the back of her hair just to make sure it's nice and neat. I like to do this just to prepare myself before I start braiding. So I am just going to give her box parts, and as you can see I just made my first line on the back of her hair, and I'm just going to start doing box part for her, okay? The reason why I like the small knotless braids is because it's very lightweight and you really don't feel like you have anything on your head, okay? So about the size of hair, this is about the size of hair for the small knotless braids, and I'm gonna start braiding her hair first. As you can see, I'm gonna braid 1, I'm gonna braid 2, I'm gonna braid 3, I'm gonna braid 4, I'm gonna braid 5, I'm gonna braid 6 and 7. So now is the time that I'm gonna feed in my first braiding hair, and I'm just gonna put the braiding hair right there and continue to braid. I will show you guys in details, so this is just the beginning, okay? So I'm just continuing to feed in small strands of the braiding hair, and I basically only fed in 2 strands, and then I flipped the hair over, and then going forward I will continue to feed in extra strands, and I will feel the thickness of her hair, and if I need more hair, more braiding hair, then I will feed in more. But basically about 3 to 4 strands of the braiding hair is enough for the small knotless braids. So I'm just braiding with my thumb and index like so, and we are basically doing back length. And in order for the box braids to be nice and neat, I am actually braiding away. When I mean braiding away, I am basically standing away and just allowing my fingers to do the work. I actually made more videos about how to get your box braids to look nice and neat and to basically avoid any lumps and bumps. So I will leave the video in the description. So once I get to the end, I just twist the ends like that. Just twist it until there is no more hair. So I will repeat this process again. Just keep on watching. So for the knotless braids, the size of the hair is very important. As you can see, this is the size of hair that I'm using for the small knotless braids. This is the size of her hair. I would consider the size of this hair to be medium. Okay, so if you're doing knotless braids, you want to use basically the part of the hair has to be thick enough, because when you braid the hair at the base, it's going to look thin, if that makes sense. So I'm just repeating the same steps. I'm braiding her hair first, and I'm positioning my hand like I am doing cornrow. This is so that I could have control over her hair, and so that the knotless base will be nice and firm. Okay, so once I have finished braiding her hair first, you see how I held her hair nice and tight. Well, it doesn't feel too tight on her head, but it's nice and secure. And then I just feed in the hair over like so. I let go of the strand, and I continue to braid with it. And then I'm going to take that hair and tuck it under. You see how I tuck it under between my index finger and my thumb with my left hand? That's how you do it. So you take another strand, place it over the hair, tuck it under, you let go, you continue to braid, and then when you get to the right side, you tuck it under. If you're left-handed, you basically place the hair over on your left side. But I'm right-handed, so that's why. So after fitting in the second strand, I just flip the hair over and I continue to braid. So as you can see, the base of the knotless braid, basically the root is nice and thin. Okay, that's what I mean by you need to use enough of your client or your model's hair. Okay, because the braiding hair is what adds thickness to it. But if you just braid the person's hair, it's going to be thin at the base. So you want to use enough hair to start the knotless braids. So I just continue to braid like so. So you see there is basically no lump and no bump, and the knotless braid just starts from the roots nice and thin, and then it gets thicker all the way down. And then I just step away from her hair and I just continue to braid. I'm basically just allowing my fingers to do the work, and I just braid away from her hair. I highly recommend you watch the video that I did about how to make your box braid look flawless. It's very important if you want to get your box braids to look nice and neat. So this is it, you guys. I will continue to braid. I'm just going to let you guys watch this video and just see how I do a full head, okay? So just enjoy. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section. But we're already halfway through the head, as you can see. And if you follow through with the steps that I talked about, this is how your knotless back braid is going to look. Okay, so basically once I got past her ear level, I started to make the braid longer. So I started to add extra hair. I started to feed in extra hair to the braid to make it longer. Okay, and I'm basically going to give her middle part, and you're going to see me do that. So basically the parting I'm doing is just like a smile. I'm just going like a smile, giving her a smile part like so, and then just doing the box part as I go, if that makes sense. Okay, so basically it's like a C part, a smile, a smile, and smile until I get to the top, and then I'm going to give her a middle part and just braid the hair downwards so it could fall on her face. And I'm using this shining jam to make sure her hair is nice and neat. Okay, so you guys will understand. Just make sure you continue to watch this video. Again, if you have any further questions, let me know in the comment section, okay? So I also want to say that I do like the knotless braids. However, I feel like after a while it just starts to grow out. Like the roots of your hair will start to grow out really fast because it's not like the traditional box braids where like the knot is kind of holding your hair together. With this knotless braids, you basically the base of the roots is basically starting with your hair, and so is your hair is gonna grow out really fast. And so I actually um, for 4C hair, I actually started using a different hair instead of like the regular braiding hair. I started using a different hair, and I'm gonna show you guys in this video towards the end. Okay, I actually tried a different hair texture, a different texture of braiding hair for the knotless braids to make it last, not really last long, but to make it look natural as the knotless braid starts to get old. And I'm going to show you guys because I did it on another model. I will show you guys in this video. Okay, so yeah, it's an amazing style. It's very versatile, and just know that your hair will grow out really fast, or your client's hair or your model's hair will grow out really fast. And if you want to basically enjoy the hair as it grows out, and if you have like 4C hair texture, um, I would recommend that you try using a different texture of hair that blends with your 4C hair texture, okay? Or if you have 3C hair, you should use a different hair that blends with your 3C hair so that as it grows old, it will look nice and natural. I will show you guys the model I did using a different hair texture in this video as you keep on watching. I also would like to say that there's also a new technique now on how to refresh your knotless box braid using a crochet needle. Basically, you don't need to take the knotless box braids out. You can literally just make it look nice and brand new again. And there's a stylist that actually created the technique, and we actually have it on this channel. And I will leave the video in the description box, or you probably will see it as a recommendation already. But yeah, there's a way that you could refresh your knotless box braids if you don't want to take them out. Okay, and so yeah, we're basically almost done, and this is what it looks like. This is how the middle part look like. And so now I'm just gonna do the finishing touch. I'm applying some mousse, as you can see, just to make the hair nice and shiny. And this is it. I dipped the hair in hot water though. I totally my camera stopped recording, you guys, so I forgot to show that part, but I did dip the ends in hot water. But this is the result, you guys. So this is the knotless box braids using afro hair texture. So basically it's the same technique, but I use an afro texture of braiding hair. And if you guys give this video thumbs up, like this video, if this video gets up to 1,000 likes, I am definitely going to make a tutorial on how I did this natural box braids. So it's very light, it looks just like her hair, and even as her hair gets old, it's going to blend with her hair because she has 4C hair. So it literally looks like we just braided her 4C hair, and it looks like we just extended her 4C hair. So this is natural box braids, you guys. give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and that will let me know that you guys want to see how I did this natural box braid. So thank you guys for watching. See you next time.